Welcome to a state tournament special edition of Net Time, where we have 2 runner-up finishes from the area, 2 third-place finishes, and 1 fourth-place finisher. But we'll start with some absolute heartbreak. And when I say heartbreak, I mean it in every letter of the word heartbreak for Hartington Cedar Catholic. Losing a 5-set thriller against Superior, led by the Fighting Kaylin Myers. Here's the thing that we saw in that match. Hartington Cedar Catholic has a lot of good players. When you have 6 players with 100 or more kills over the course of a season, you have a lot of good players. But you could see as the match wore on, Superior, you knew where they were going with the ball. It was going to be to Kaylin Meyer. And no matter how hard Cedar tried, it just didn't always work. And it was just heartbreaking for this group to see their season come to an end 1 win shy of the ultimate goal. They finished 34-1 on the year. And Coach Danae Buss talked about just how hard this team worked to get to this point of the season.
Tell them all, if you work hard, you know, good things are coming for you. And they work all year long. They played club volleyball. They come in at 6:30 for weights, 4 days a week in the summer. And, you know, and they put their whole heart into it all the time.
For Hartington Cedar Catholic, Maddie Wiesler, kind of a do-everything Swiss Army knife for this type of team. Triple-double again, 14 kills, 10 digs, 22 set assists. Yeah, that's the kind of year that she's had. Jada Cotto, 12 kills, 20 digs. Ashley Hamilton finished with 27 assists, 15 digs. And one thing the senior setter talked about was just how this was motivation going into the basketball season.
We now know how it feels to lose, and I don't ever want to lose again. Yeah. So I think that's really going to motivate us to just push even harder in basketball and get a gold medal this time.
Yes. For Hartington Cedar Catholic, they started off the state tournament dominating fashion, sweeping Southern Valley, where the closest set score was 25-16, and then Staunton, they beat in 4 sets to advance to that championship match. Speaking of Staunton, they took on a very tough Fremont Bergen team. Then they took care of Nebraska Christian, who was undefeated coming into the state tournament. Staunton winning 3rd place, finishing the year 31-4. Hannah Hepner had 15 kills in that 3rd place match. Jessie Brandel, 11 kills, 14 digs. Bree Burtwhistle, Staunton's version of the Swiss Army knife, 9 kills, 14 digs, 25 assists. Staunton, this is the 3rd straight year they have won a trophy at the state tournament. And this is their only 3 state tournament appearances in school history. Also, for the area in Class C1, you had North Bend Central, who got its first win in the state tournament in 20 years, ended up falling to a talented Wahoo team that ended up winning the state tournament. North Bend finishing in 4th place over in Class C1 with a 31-3 record. Over in Class D2, Ewing dropped a very, very tough 3-set match against Exeter Milligan, a match where Ewing just for whatever reason could not quite finish. Ewing led in every set though, but ended up finishing the day with a negative hitting percentage, just struggled on the passing game. And you could just tell as the match went on that no matter what Ewing tried, it was just kind of one of those deals where, you know, sometimes things work and they don't. This was kind of a time where it just didn't quite work for Ewing. Ashley Koenig, 9 kills, 9 digs. Brenna Wagner, 11 digs. Miranda Summers, 22 assists. Talked to Coach Suze Funk after the match just about what Ewing learned from this state tournament.
Oh, the experience, everything, the atmosphere. They'll learn so much from this, and we'll just keep pushing to the next level.
For Ewing, they swept Mullen to start the state tournament. No set score was better than 25-20. Ewing with a real dominating start to the tournament. Then they dropped a marathon set, 31-29 against Humphrey St. Francis in the semifinals, but they turned around to win the next 2 to advance to the championship match. Speaking of the Flyers, they won a pair of 5-set matches, including their 3rd place match against Hyannis. Humphrey St. Francis finishing 3rd place in the state in Class D2. A couple of area teams in action in Class D1. Clarkson Lee, Elkhorn Valley, both of them fell in the 1st round to a pair of top 3 seeds. Still, good tournament efforts, good building blocks going forward for a couple of teams that hadn't made state in a while. For Clarkson and Lee, neither of those individual schools have been to the state tournament before. For Elkhorn Valley, it had been almost a decade since they had reached the state tournament. And just like that, the volleyball season is done. We'll have Elite 8 all-area volleyball teams coming out in the next couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden, it's on to basketball. Net Time will be on hiatus until January. Until the new year, I'm Nick Bench, and thank you for tuning in to Net Time.